Hello, Amanda.
Hi.
You want to introduce yourself for a second?
Hi, I'm Amanda. I live in LA. I'm a programmer, and I'm Isaac's friend, first and foremost.
Well, you do a lot of theater stuff too, Erin.
Oh
And
yeah, I did a lot of theater throughout school, and after things settled down a bit, I'd love to get back into it. I love singing and acting and directing.
we went on a trip to New York as our sort of abroad thing in junior year, and then we got to be in Sweeney Todd as seniors. It was very fun.
Both were so fun. I
Great
love
times.
doing things with you, Isaac.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
um, yeah, so do you have like background with AI stuff, or like when you think of like the future, like where does your brain go?
Yeah, I took as a programmer, I'm familiar with the technology. I took an AI course in um, college, and I, I, I don't know. I'm like someone who is not really a fan of technology at the moment, and um, I hate, I hate most of the new developments in technology. And I'm just like, why did we develop that at all? A little
Yeah,
bit. That's a little bit of the way I feel about um, this product or this software that we're going to be using. um, i I don't know how I feel about the idea of writing a play about it. I write a play using it.
yeah, yeah.
um, I don't know, all of it. I'm very skeptical, I'm very old fashioned
Totally. I
in
think that's
terms
a
of art. So yeah, but I'm actually really interested to see what it does because it's fascinating.
totally, totally.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll start sharing my screen and we'll play around with it. And then you said you kind of have a plan going in for this. I feel like a lot of folks that have already done this have gone in like totally blind.
Okay, yeah, I feel pretty blind. I was
Okay.
just like, I don't know what is required of me, so let me just come up with some plots real quick.
So this is the playground. Um, response length is tokens. You get 25K tokens for like your whole thing. You don't have to worry about that till like close to the end, or if we get a big prompt that you really like, it counts all that you're putting into it as tokens. So once it gets like real long, I'll let you know, and don't worry about that yet. But how
Okay.
much you want it to spit out, the longer it'll go, more chances for like weird tangents and stuff that doesn't super connect to what you're going for. So we've had folks that like really like the big long random stuff, or just like are trying to do short lines of
Like
like
dialogue.
dialogue sort of. But it will also pick up on patterns that you put down, or like punctuation, things like that. Like if you're writing like a 12-year-old fan fiction site person, it'll continue to do that.
Okay.
uh Temperature, this is the default. Closer to 1, it's more random, and closer to 0, it's more like predictable. The closer you get to 0, it'll like start repeating a lot of stuff earlier in the text. So if you're trying to like move on from a conversational bit or something like that, that's not super helpful.
Up the randomness.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah.
that's fun. Rachel had a blast with all the full 1 temperature generations.
Okay.
uh, this is just so it doesn't repeat itself as much. And that's kind of it. So you just text and what response length you want and how random you want it to be.
Okay. Should I get on the Google Doc?
You can, if for just like easy basic stuff, you can feed me it like over words, or if you want to get like stylized and like type out some descriptions or something,
Okay, so
you can do the Google Doc.
I'm gonna go with the idea that I have not fleshed out and
Mm-hmm.
just have a vague couple of images in my head because I feel
Totally.
like it might be a little bit more interesting. So can I give you phrases?
You can give me literally anything. You could start typing a number sequence and it would start generating things from that. Like it can write code. It can like,
Okay. Oh, the code thing was crazy to me too. I was like, why do I have a job? Or just like, not why do I have a job, but like, why don't I just do this for my job? Anyways, okay, I'm gonna spend a minute thinking of a full sentence for tagline. If I can't do that, then I'll just give you some words in the tagline.
Go for it. Yeah. And you can even do, just to like throw more stuff at you before you've even started doing it. You can do stuff like the following is an excerpt from, to like kind of feed it into a direction, or like this character is inspired by, or like talks with the, you know, like you can really get into like funny sort of like curational direction stuff.
Okay, I'll do that.
And you don't have to commit to anything right here. We can like delete, you can edit prompts. You can like see if it gives you generations that you're liking. If you're like, this isn't where I'm going. Like you have a lot of tokens to experiment, especially at the beginning.
I'm open here is what you're saying. I'm open.
Yeah. Don't like feel cornered into a box by the first like kind of goofy thing it says.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you just some phrases. So an anchor woman, kind of final days of the climate crisis. An anchor woman in the final days of the climate crisis tries to make it through a broadcast. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm saying?
You just want to give it that sentence?
That's my tagline.
Yeah. So if we just do that without touching anything, it will give us.
There's a big square.
Yep, I'm moving it. That's your face.
Whoa. What does the year of magical thinking mean?
I assume it's actually a real book by Joan Didion, or it's making up a book by Joan Didion.
That's a real book.
So it like thinks you're in some sort of like description of a movie site or something like that, kind of like that's kind of the flavor text I'm getting.
Okay. It thinks maybe it's like a Goodreads kind of thing.
Yeah, it's sort of.
Because I'm giving it a tagline.
Yeah.
It's the last one. It's too late for panic, but what else can she feel? The news keeps piling up. A rogue solar storm, the collapse of an ice shelf in Antarctica, record temperatures worldwide. Shook. This is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah, and if you want me to save anything, I can copy paste it into the Google Doc.
Yeah, that helps me flesh out the plot a little bit. Well, okay. So maybe I should start trying to make it in the form of a play.
It will pick up on those patterns, but you don't have to do it. If you want to just generate stuff from prose and then edit it later, or like the world is your oyster here.
I want this AI to write the monologue for me.
Yeah.
I guess the whole thing is the monologue, but
How do you want it to do that? You could say like after ... you could say she breaks into a monologue.
Yeah, should I just do like I don't even know how to write a fucking play. I guess just like, I know what we'll start to do is we'll start to write the play and let it write itself.
Go for it.
What do you think about that idea? Okay, so we can write. Should I write in the Google Doc?
Yeah, if you wanna, that'll probably be faster.
Okay, so
if it's a longer, like you're setting it up thing.
I don't know how to write a script, so I don't know the fucking formatting. Whatever.
It'll pick like literally, it knows all the things from fan fiction. So every like 10-year-old's attempt at writing scene stuff, any sort of like, you put action in parentheses, you put it in between asterisks, you do colon, you do like big capital name and then lowercase under it for it'll whatever you want to do, whatever's easiest or fastest for you.
Okay, so I know how it starts, and then I'll just let it take it from there. I'm thinking, okay, so I want this to be like weirdly like 50s style broadcast, so like I don't know, I'm just gonna start fucking writing.
Yeah, no, that'll be.
Flicks on I don't know. I don't fucking know what I'm writing. Can I say what I'm writing? Do you flick
No,
on?
you're-
See an anchor woman in pin curls and cat eye glasses. It's a 50s style news broadcast. It's not taking place in the 50s. Okay, well, and then there she is. And she's like, welcome and thank you for our broadcast day. Time is 5 o'clock. When did broadcast days start back then? Probably 5 o'clock.
Probably. That makes enough sense to me.
Beginning of our broadcast day. The time is 5 o'clock. Before we begin, I'd like to issue. I will let the AI take over soon.
Yeah, no worries.
But
You can take as long as you want to design the beginning of this.
We'd like to issue a retraction of the story we ran yesterday morning. What the fuck did the AI say?
I'll copy paste it in there.
What's a solar storm? Collapse of the ice shelf. Oh, thanks. Record temperatures worldwide.
Do you want the Joan Didion thing in there also?
Hell no. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the heck that is. Though I appreciate it. Section of a story we ran yesterday morning. Which suggested that I need the name of a fictional.
Do you want to have
oil
the
company? Yeah, let it give me the name of a fictional oil company or just oil company. I don't know.
Oh.
That don't make no goddamn sense.
Is 3 options.
Let's go with Acheron Petroleum. Tested. Acheron Petroleum was responsible. Shared some responsibility for the ice shelf northern. Hey, can you type this in the I'm just making the AI figure out shit that I don't want to figure out.
Yeah.
You type in the AI the collapse of the ice shelf in northern Antarctica was responsible for?
The collapse of.
I mean,
sorry, wait, that broke my brain for a second.
The collapse of the ice.
Antarctica was responsible for.
Yeah.
Yeah? What I have written, does that make sense?
Yes. This is so weird. It's not weird, I'm just stupid. The disappearance of the glacial ice cover that had been shielding Antarctica from solar radiation for 10,000 years. Does that make sense? The glacial ice cover.
It might not be true, but it's
we gonna put that in the goddamn Google Doc. That's cool. I'm about to let it take over right now, but I'm just gonna finish this.
No, and you can edit once it takes over. You can put in action in the middle of scenes. You can do whatever you want as this goes. So weird curatorial process.
Did you open the chat that I sent you earlier?
I did.
Okay. It's spelled, oh, I spelled Antarctica wrong, or it's spelled Antarctica.
I think I spelled Antarctica wrong.
Ugh, classic. Classic behavior. Antarctica. Which was responsible for the disappearance of the glacial ice cover that had been shielding Antarctica. Shielding a continent from solar radiation 10,000 years.
Our first story of the day.
Let's see what the first story of the day is.
Do response length, like how long? 200, see if it runs with something.
Yeah, sure. That'll give us like a short paragraph, right? Is that 200 characters?
It's about each token is about 4 English characters.
Okay.
So that's like, yeah, about a paragraph-ish, something like that.
Short to medium paragraph, I guess.
We'll see what comes out with that. And sometimes it like stops early if it thinks the sequence is done, or like we'll go on longer than that and like stop in the middle of a sentence.
What's going on about what? Oh my god, I have to read all of this. No, I'm so excited. Our first story of the day is a story that's been making the rounds in various circles this week. It seems that while Acheron Petroleum has always claimed it as a completely independent corporation, it turns out they have very strong ties to the government of Iran. This information came from an anonymous source, and now we know why. The fear of retaliation for both governments involved in these accusations. But the recent tenor events between the two nations feel confident enough to run this report without regard for our own personal safety. Freedom. We now have an Irish reporter, Mike Mannon, who is standing on top of a snow-topped mountain somewhere in Antarctica, reporting on what he saw there yesterday morning. Earlier today, I spent some time speaking with one David Rayner at his home here in West Duluth, where he lives alone after being abandoned by his wife and family several months ago when he lost his job at Acheron Petroleum following allegations of sexual harassment against him. This is funny. It's definitely not where I wanted it to go, but it sure is funny and interesting. I just don't want us to talk about Acheron anymore.
Yeah, no worries.
Can we make it do that?
Totally.
Wait, can you copy and paste whatever this reporter is saying though, because it's funny. Maybe totally. I'll use it somewhere else.
Okay. Just go back to our first story of the day.
You know what? Can I add to this and then you can repaste it? Our first story. I wanted to just move on. Comes from Red's Hardware, where it was reported several hundred pounds horse feed. I'm just fucking making this shit up.
No, we love horse feed. Big fans.
Do horse have feed? Cow feed? Whatever. We're stolen. We're stolen in the early morning hours, which is made curious by the fact that for several years now, there's population of horses in Middleton dropped to 0 due to the increasing heat. All right. We'll see where it goes from there.
Oh, I already have that. Comes from Red's Hardware.
Hold up. Sorry. Can I add something?
Go wild.
No. Fuck it. Yeah, just copy paste. I don't want to like type more.
And you don't have to type more.
because we have technology. That's really what it's about. That's right, sis. That's right. I want her to say that to herself. That's silly. That's right. The population of horses in Little Middleton has been halved since last year. Half of zero is in fact zero, with most of the remaining animals either being sold or slaughtered, which is a loss to the local economy, as well as a blow to the heartstrings of those who remember when there were plenty of horses around town, and not just because they stumbled into traffic all the time. Footage of cattle drive through downtown. Cattle. No word yet on whether this was an inside job or if any suspects are being questioned. We will keep you posted, but now let's turn our attention to something more positive, like world peace. That would be nice for once. Or at least an end to that war we started 3 years ago without even asking anyone first. If only someone had noticed then what we know now about how much oil was under those sand dunes, we could have saved millions. But I digress. Our next story comes from Dr. Wait, did you hear that? This is so weird. Again, it completely did not go in the direction that I wanted it to, but I like that she's like weirdly talking to herself.
Yeah, if she's the last one and there's no time for panic.
Yeah, I think she's like one of the, I think the elderly population is like gone. I think she's like, I think there's a small population. So.
Yeah. Of Little Middleton.
Can you copy and paste that into the doc? That's
Totally.
so funny. Due to the increasing need.
That's right.
That's right. Has been, well, that doesn't make any sense. I'll just say this, of course, is a loss to the local economy, as well as a blow to the heartstrings of those who remember when there are plenty of horses around town, and not just because they stumbled into traffic all the time. I'm gonna make this like a action line.
Mm-hmm.
Prancing? I don't know, horses prance.
Yeah, horses prance.
Where did I pull the name Kate Middleton? I'm gonna cut this part.
Right on.
Should I? Should she? I don't know. Oh, there's more?
No, that's the sexual harassment Acheron guy.
Oh, right. Blah, blah, blah. What does she hear? Is there a way I can get that from the AI?
Yeah, we can just have it generate some more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this out just so we don't blow through tokens so fast, because we're already done with those stories. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
Response length, we'll go like 40 so it doesn't go crazy with what she heard. Do you want to mess with temperature at all?
So this is more
random versus less random.
Let's make it, yeah, let's make it more random. Let's see.
How much more random? You're at 0.7, which is the
let's
default.
Put it at 1.
Put it all the way at 1. See what it's got in store.
Yeah.
Give you a few of these so you get an idea of the breadth of where it goes. So this is, it's not necessarily less logical, but it's predictions that it makes that it's less likely to choose.
Okay. Thank you, Anya. Thank you, Anya, for more on Stink Eye the Horseman's tragic prophecy later in this half hour. That didn't make any sense.
You want another one?
Yeah. Stink eye. Oh, you know, someone is calling me on my pocket telephone. Who would be phoning me at home when I'm covering a breaking news? Just before the camera moves to a weird. What does that mean?
To a weird.
Oh my god, that's scary. One can see a shadow walking up to her. Yes, hello? Hello, I'm with World News Now. Face on, yes. Mother, can you keep going?
You want to leave it on 1?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, take it off 1.
You want to delete it and take it off 1?
Yeah. I don't know, put it at like 0.5 or something. Or like 0.2, 0.3.
0.2.
Doesn't matter, yeah, 0.2.
From mother?
Can you take out mother?
Yep.
No, leave. Sorry.
You're good.
I'm like, can you submit it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so scary. Why is it so scary all of a sudden? The camera moves to a face-on shot of the anchor woman. She is now wearing a black mask and holding an axe. The screen goes black as she swings it down into what? Keep going. This is compelling. Oh my god. She
Now it's just kind of going back into.
Hello, mother. Yes, I'm with World News Now. Face on. Yes, hello. This is so creepy. I don't know what to do with this. I really like it, but it's like I don't know what the fuck to do with that. So, what should we do, Isaac?
I don't know. Do you want to try another? We can save this and try another. Like, did you hear that and see what it?
Yes. Can you put that in the Google Doc?
Yeah, I'll make a little tab for extras ? Did you hear that?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, fuck it. Let's hear a little bit more with this, and then I have another direction that I would like to go in.
Yeah. Do you want to do this with 0.2 temperature?
Let's. Yeah. Let's do it with 0.2.
I feel like you kind of started to realize how it kind of like when it's that low, it pulls from stuff that's already there. Yeah.
Even though it's nighttime.
The did you hear that? I feel like really sends it in a sort of horror direction.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's
You could take out the question mark and have it like, did you hear that? Like it's a like almost a gossipy thing she's realizing or something.
I think I kind of just wanted to see where it would go with that. Can we I'm gonna go away from the wait, did you hear that? But I want to keep it in there because that axe thing was really scary and cool, and I want to like put it in there, figure out some way I can put it in.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily need to be like finished making the script or whatever. We're just getting through the AI part.
Yeah. I mean, it's giving me like crazies. Well, yeah, you make a good point there. Can I jump to like a different part? This is not gonna
totally
go
yeah.
But I'd love to see what the AI comes up with.
Yeah, do you want to get rid of all of it, or do you want to leave like the anchor woman like prompt?
I'm gonna start writing in the Google Doc, and then I think whatever I write. Can you copy and did you copy and paste the Nan suit thing though, in like the extras? I'd love to keep that. And then I'm just gonna start writing, and then I'll let you know what to put in the.
Totally.
Retired. What did they call those? Calculator. Computer. Oh, I hope the AI doesn't think I mean actual computer. But let's see where that goes.
Just the once again?
Yeah. I think it'll get the point.
You want to mess with temperature response length at all?
Let's go 0.5. And would you mind moving the box again?
Yes. Better?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Retired computer. Submit.
She was a longtime resident of this town. She worked at the school. That's probably not where a computer would work. And then retired to her home on Maple Street, where she lived out the rest of her life in peace until yesterday when she passed away. It's not giving me flavor. It's not giving me spice. How about I add a sentence here?
Go for it.
Sweltering for heat we saw inland yesterday. I'll do you one better. Police responded to reports. What is that? Oh, whoops. Fetid her apartment, found her blistered corpse inside. Another victim of the heat. All right, let's see where it goes from there.
The merciless heat.
Can we up the temp? Let's
Yeah.
up the temp because the heat is merciless.
The heat is merciless. The
Let's
temp
go to
is
like
going
0.8.
We're going to 0.8.
I'm scared. They're gonna come out with an axe again. Ezekiel Grimes, the fuck, Elon, a former Little Middleton resident and proprietor of the Happy Land Bathhouse, had returned to town for his high school reunion. After finding no sign of life in any of the public buildings, he tried entering one home alone. Please go on. We need to read it. The girls want it. He was found. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. This is amazing. This, like, no changes is going in the damn script.
Fantastic.
He was found unresponsive. Oh, that's so creepy. Okay. Could you paste that in the script, and then I'm gonna write like one more sentence or a couple more sentences and see where it goes from there. Okay. Oh, rip Ezekiel Grimes. I will be changing that last name.
Of the Happy Land Bathhouse.
So weird. Ew, that's so weird. And then finally, and especially painful LNC team recognize, I don't know, Philip Bruce. Our man of 6 years, you know. Personal note. Can you give me like a sentence from the AI for that one?
After finally a painful loss.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he passed away from and see what he's doing. Okay. Yeet. They fucked me up with that.
Same at 0.8.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh. Human flu-like misery. You want to try another one, or do you like that?
No, let's go with that. That's weird. Can you keep going though?
Yeah.
Oh yes, this is perfect. Oh my god, that's great. But actually, can you copy and paste that?
Yes.
In the Google Doc. I love that it concluded it for me because that's what I was gonna do. But I don't want to say comparison, no. Oh, his name is Philip. Philip.
Could have been a cute thing they called each other.
Bruce.
Brucey.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Bruce, yeah. B-ball. Bruce was something quite like a father to me. First joined WLNC team. Is inviting presence. Can you just put that in?
Yeah.
I want her to like go on a thing about this.
Totally. We'll bump it up a little bit too. Wait, let me.
This is where I feel like I'm really gonna. Also, let me know how we're doing on time.
You're good. His inviting presence, and we'll turn this up to 200 again. See where it goes. 0.8.
Yeah. Dedication to getting the best story possible gave me great confidence, and I'm forever grateful. His loss leaves a hole in our hearts, but also for the community of Little Hill. Oh, that's true. But you know what? It needs to be a little bit.
Yeah, you want a little bit more.
No. Let's. Can you give me that sentence, the first sentence that it gave me?
Yeah, and go from there.
And then, no, I'm gonna give it a little more juice in the Google Doc.
You want to do some like heat lore?
I want her to like how let me ask the audience, how can I like get her to go on a like increasingly personal and inappropriate for a broadcast? Yeah, like, and heat lore, maybe we can bring in Akron. I'm trying to get it to like give me something like that.
You could try a thing where you design or you like give a stage direction that sort of like she like breaks down and goes into personal anecdote about Bruce.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can literally just have it solve your problems like that, kind of.
I wonder if this, I wonder if this sentence is going to be too complex for the AI, but like, it's her pretense. You say like her pretense, like
facade.
Yeah, like stately facade, but not stately.
Broadcast decorum, diplomatic, yeah. Front.
The fuck was the word I just used? Pretense. Yeah, facade. We'll go with facade. And launches into a personal story about Philip. Her really feeding the AI tonight. Relationship with Philip and her blaming of the fucking oil company, whatever, resentment. Oh, let's see what it, and let's like go crazy. Let's like turn it up to like 1.
It might go a little wild on 1, but I'm excited to see what it does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let's just let it go, and I'll stop like, interrupting it.
Something clearly words.
Will it know that that's a stage direction? Because I just typed it.
We'll see.
Okay.
You know, if not, it'll
we
tell
can
us.
probably, yeah. Do we want to get rid of all of this?
Yes, let's get rid of.
I might bring in that axe, depending on where we go.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Human flu like misery. That's called quarantine syndrome.
I can, just to make sure it gets her saying, I can, or anchor woman, just so it like gives her some words.
Hell yeah. Do you want to put that at the beginning too when she's talking?
Yes.
I don't know.
Anchor woman.
It was like having an old man around the house who never really grew up.
Let's get a little bit more here.
Philip and his cameraman like that. Oh, I didn't understand. We're our neighbors and we got together often. Philip was my security blanket. I always knew he would be there for me if I needed him, and let's just say that wasn't a very rare occurrence. He never judged me or made assumptions about how I should live my life. Instead, he gave the best advice on how to make it better, not bad, coming from someone with no children of his own. You gotta learn to enjoy yourself more. You have too many responsibilities. I love Philip. We all know what that means. Where in the world Philip was working? Pat and I crossed paths with him at least once. Why did I want Pat? Can you get rid of that last sentence?
Yeah.
And then let's give can you or let me just type this and then you can paste it, tack on the end of that.
You want me to paste that in?
Oh no, I'm just gonna type a sentence and you can paste it just right in that. Can we see what it'll write with that sentence that I just wrote?
Yeah. Tacked onto the rest of it or on its own?
Yeah, tacked onto the rest of it, I guess. She's like, we all know what that means. Audience is like, what?
By the forces that caused the heat.
Oh my god. Whoa. And so I will not shed a tear for him. That is because I knew that he would rather have an endless supply of cold beer than be in heaven now. Oh my god, stop talking about Philip. His wife Pat said that she doesn't want us to show any of those pictures because it will hurt too much when people come into WNLNC looking at them, all knowing what happened recently. Okay, fuck it. Let's see what it shows us. I don't know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to try for heat lore again?
I don't know how to make it do that. Every time I like try to try to push it in that direction. It just keeps talking about Philip. So let's see what it has to show us.
Yeah, we're captured by his
lenses. Oh my good God, those moments will never die. They're just waiting for the right moment to be seen by the world again.
Phil had a love of surfing.
Philip, this is a goddamn play about Philip now. Okay, it shows him surfing. This beautiful sunset he used to capture. To remember beauty there is. Oh my fucking God, this is unusable.
It's like horses going through the town in one part, and then there's Phil surfing in another footage montage.
It was like, we need to get rid of this goddamn Philip thing.
Do you just want to do he was murdered by the heat, by the forces that caused the heat, and see what that does?
Yes, let's try that.
Do we want to try that? We don't want any of this Philip stuff, right?
No. God, no. I didn't care that much about him. And I started calling him Philip, even though I said Bruce. Didn't I say Bruce?
You did say Bruce.
Oh, but then I did say Philip is no exception.
There you go.
That was continuity error.
Do we want this Philip stuff? Just in case?
No.
Cool.
Why don't we just put this like stupid sentence that I'm not going to put in the play, but let's address, I don't fucking know. Let's address the elephant in the room. I don't know. Fuck. Okay. Can you put that one sentence?
Just the Philip's death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what that says. Maybe you could leave anchor woman so that it knows it's an anchor woman.
Well, I'm just gonna paste that there. I forget how much or where that was pasted, but okay. It was a murder that caused the heat.
I really like how long it went on. That was sweet, actually. I needed that. I love Philip now. He likes surfing.
A little not where you're.
I need to like figure out how to feed the AI.
Do you want to like? You could do like some setting at the beginning, like Little Middleton is scorched earth in 2040 or whatever. You could do something like that and like give it a little bit of lore, and then it'll like pick up on that and maybe add to it.
Yeah. Anchor woman lost. Okay. Anchor woman lost a dear friend to a sweltering heat that was caused by the fossil fuel industry, and she's pissed about it. She's gonna tell them where to stick it or something like that. And she's running an expose on the industry or something like that. What should I say? On the fossil fuel industry. Let's see where it goes from that.
She's running.
I'm about to start putting the axe shit in.
Really?
That was really scary.
Yeah, it was wild that it went down that way. Should not let them get away with this. Let it run with that a little bit. Wow.
Yeah, let's see where else it goes. I also don't want it to be like, oh my God, we know, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Oh my God, keep going.
Yeah.
Can you go like a little bit more?
Yeah. Is Phil her son?
Ew, that would be weird if it had a father-daughter relationship and it was her son. This is weird.
Yes.
The
Because
whole
it's like
cutting away to a Democracy Now! Video is very funny to me, though.
See, I almost feel like it thinks like this is like a comment on a Democracy Now! Transcript.
Yeah.
So it's almost like her thing is like it's like reading her expose as Democracy Now! And not WLNC or whatever. So this kind of like, in my brain, it feels like this is cutting to somebody like watching her or whatever. Yeah.
That much.
Screen goes black as she swings it down into the.
Yeah. Oh, without the "and." I don't know what that is.
Where?
Or could you replace like where it says
"and" with Anchorwoman?
Yeah. And do you mind putting Anchorwoman in front of her line earlier, like Philip's dad? Yeah, that works.
She swings it down into the
camera. Oh fuck. No, I don't know what that is.
That's okay. We'll try it again. She swings it down into the. What?
Under are 3 masked men carrying automatic weapons. Oh wait, hold up. This is good. Onto the piles of what?
Piles of paper.
News. Oh my god, this is what I was looking for. Quickly engulfed in flames. The film was made by a coalition of groups including. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Again, it just is trying to like categorize your description into something, but it thinks it's an indie like environmental justice film now.
Interesting. Can you add like the Anchorwoman colon so we can get a line from her or something?
Yeah. See what she says after engulfing it all in flames.
Yeah. I'm scared. For those of you watching this channel, this is our final podcast. Oh my god. We have just set fire to a station which has long been accused, wrongly, yes, wrongly, of being in the pocket of big business in the fossil fuel industry.
That's funny. That's a weird like contradiction. Like
she speaks. Well, I'm imagining this is a new Anchorwoman.
Oh, okay.
Or like a replica or something. One by one, all through the station. All throughout the station, masked militants run up to the windows and smash them open with sledgehammers. Officers stealing files from just for setting. Oh, let's go on. Let's go on. No more will we be shamed into silence by those who deny our right to exist. No longer will that great lie, the lie of omission, be perpetuated. Some hackers are seen climbing towers and ripping down power lines. Others can be seen at the bottom of a huge wind turbine. They make their way up it using plastic chairs tied together. Can you make the Anchorwoman speak more?
Yeah. You want to just like end quote or give her?
Yeah.
Do you want to save that other line of hers at all?
No, I'm good.
Cool. In the pocket of fossil fuel industry. The truth is, the station was in the pocket.
Wait. We'd been bought and paid for. Our employees were on their payroll. I'm sure you're not surprised to hear it, but what we have done here today has been done by thousands of people across. Brilliant. I love it. Wait, I don't get it though.
Yeah, I feel like she's got, it's either the original one and she's like still lying and then is like, I don't need to be lying still, we set fire to it.
I'm fascinated by the mental illness, the breakdown of it all. I don't know where to go from here.
Well, you've got a fair amount of stuff. How do you want to see it resolved?
You're right. I do have a fair amount of stuff. And we have about 10 minutes left before I have to get ready.
So she's given this address. There's hackers climbing wind turbines with plastic chairs.
Let's get rid of that last two cents, whatever. I actually love what that paragraph is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want her to get going on like a final, like what would a news channel say on its like final broadcast? Its final closing.
Well, she also includes herself as we have just set fire to the station, which is interesting.
Oh, it's so weird.
So you could go.
I don't. Oh, where am I? Do you see where I am on the Google Doc? I'm gonna type the sentence. Can you put it at the end of whatever is in the? Yeah. The. Takes her seat and I don't know, just her. She Can you type this much in there and see what it gives us after that?
Totally.
I believe the first anchor woman said this to you. For true quality journalism, wait, does it? No, we have to. We need a new world order. What do people in power say when they're threatened with loss of control? They say terrorism, don't they? The mass media accuses protesters and activists of being domestic terrorists. Okay, I didn't write this. This is what we've been preparing for. Terrorism definition is the use of violence or threat of violence to achieve an end which would otherwise be unattainable. Can we keep that paragraph in the Google Doc, but I want to see what it just says after New World Order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some more things to type in there, but it's gonna be. Unbiased and no. I don't fucking know. Can you see where it goes with that?
Yeah. After New World Order.
Yeah. That's funny. For true quality journalism, we need a new world order. We've always said on this channel that reporting facts is not enough. It won't change anything if we don't also ask why it happened and who made it happen. Okay, well, neither will burning the station to the ground. We have done what little could be done before we were silenced. The fact remains, country is run by, it doesn't say anything. I'm gonna give you something.
I like blows smoke from her mouth down onto us.
I know, that's fucking crazy. What does it say? Before we were silenced. I'm gonna get a little crazy here. Remains beauty. Can you like see what it does with that?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna like close it up. Close up.
The fact remains so long as she.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, cool. She is a slave to the fossil fuel industry. It is a country of great cruelty. I'm afraid there's no time left for tears because there's work yet to be done. Fucking brilliant. This is what I wanted.
Hell yeah.
And then let's go. I'm gonna give you another sentence and let's see where she goes from that. And then I wanted to give you some sort of say. Anchor woman stands up from her chair and
from her chair and.
oh my god. All right. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's. I don't know where I'm gonna paste this, but have so much fun putting it all together.
Yeah, I will. I think we got some really good.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Biblical lines, I think.
I'm very excited to see what comes of it. That's for sure. Are you planning on being anchor woman?
I'm gonna be honest. I am a performer, so the only reason I would write anything is to.
Oh yeah, amazing! So, yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah. Dang, I wish I could just like play with this like a ton more.
Right.
This is I was like really like I think I was like not working. I could not figure out like how to work with it, but then towards the end I was kind of like getting in the groove of it.
Yeah, it's a weird sort of like how do I also like how do I write a play in general at the same time? It's a weird sort of like mental thing to deal with.
Yeah, I was also just like I don't even know how to write a fucking stage direction, so yeah, but got some good stuff out of it.
Yeah, no, that was so fun. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you, Isaac. If you ever do this sort of thing again, I would love to do it. It was so much fun.
Yeah. I think if I keep my access to it through whenever they let me, like, I don't think it'll be very expensive to do like 300K tokens like a year or something like that. Like it could definitely be an annual thing if it goes well and isn't a shit ton of work for me.
Yeah.
But very excited. They've been very fun. Quill's play is like this weird, like cross-dressing. I don't even know. I gotta find somebody to direct that.
For sure. So what are the next steps for me and you?
So I'm gonna try and get the rest of these done by Friday. I'm gonna edit all the Zoom calls, and I assume that'll probably take me like fucking months. So you got time to make your thing.
So long. Well, I'm like gonna dive right back into this because this is like exciting.
Hell yeah. Yeah, but like no hard deadline on anything. I know you're working and all that. I might like eventually set one if like people start sending them in and I'm like, oh shit, this could happen soon.
Okay.
But till then, you're free range to work on it. I'm excited to see and hear about it.
Okay, cool.
And go enjoy the vaccine.
Oh my God, I'm gonna like skip to the damn auditorium. Yeah.
But thank you again. I'm gonna head out. Bye, Amanda.
For sure. Thanks, Isaac. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.